How's everybody's summer been so far? Not quite as hot as we thought it would be. A little bit too hot than we'd like it to be. Don't know, it's all good. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Buzz Park. This is the West Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce first Wednesday networking breakfast. And it is actually the first Wednesday, even though it's the 7th. But I'm very excited to have you all here. And we are going to have an action-packed day for you this morning. You guys ready? Yeah. You guys ready to do some networking as well? Yeah. All right, so raise your hand if you would like to make more money in your business. So about half the room would like to make more money in their business. Or for your organization, for those of you who are in the nonprofit sector, we do want to grow the donations, right? So we're going to help you do that today. So today, not only are we going to have Assemblymember Bloom talking to us, we're also going to have table networking. We're going to have an opportunity to give our, kind of a sales pitch or a weekly presentation to the other folks in our room. And hopefully, we can grow some relationships with some like-minded business owners and help each other's business grow. Does that sound good to everybody? All right, great. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to say Pledge of Allegiance. So if we could all stand up, and I will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. You may be seated. So we at the West Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce, we have a mission. And we believe very passionately in our mission. And this is kind of one of our showcase events where we talk about our mission. So our mission is to enhance business opportunities in West Los Angeles through referral, advocacy, and education. Referral, advocacy, and education. So raise your hand if this is your first time coming to a West LA breakfast. Okay, so welcome all of you folks who are here for the first time. So the first part of that mission is referral. What we like to do is we like to provide a whole bunch of networking events for our members where they can get together and meet fellow business owners and grow relationships. And the chances are that you're probably not going to close a six-figure deal right here at the breakfast. Am I right? I mean, maybe. It may mean some of you may be that amazing, but probably not going to close a six-figure deal on somebody you just met here at the breakfast. However, what you might do is hit it off with a fellow business owner where you guys possibly you work with the same sphere of influence. Maybe your customers are the same type of customers, and you might be great referral partners. So what you do is you set up a time to grab a coffee or a lunch or a drink some other time, and you grow that relationship and become referral partners and then help each other's business grow. So that's the way we like to do it around here. But if you do close a six-figure deal, please come tell me. I want to know about it because I'm going to tell everybody about it, and we'll write a post and publish it on the website. But outside of that, it's a great opportunity to meet new people. Referral, advocacy, and education. So advocacy, as you know, for those of you who are veterans, we try to bring in a speaker, somebody who is involved in politics or business leadership. And this morning we have Assemblymember Bloom is going to be speaking with us. So let's have a round of applause for him. He'll be here around 7:45, 8-ish or so, and he will cap off this morning's activities. But we want to make sure that the West LA Chamber is heard, the West LA business community is heard by our elected and appointed officials, because it's important that they know what our needs are and how to best serve the business community in West LA. And then lastly, education. So there, if you go on the westlachamber.org website and you go into the events calendar, there's all sorts of educational events that are put on by our members that are free for other members. There's all sorts of things like business mindset and health topics and marketing topics and things like that. We want to make sure that we give our members as many opportunities to learn how to grow their business from other members who are experts in their fields as humanly possible. So referral, advocacy, and education, that's what we're all about. All right, so let's see. First, before we get started, we're going to do a couple of announcements. So I would like to have Malia, if you want to come up and talk a little bit. So we have a whole bunch of events. As I mentioned, we'd like to have lots of opportunities for members to get together and develop relationships. So where might you go if you want to find out more information about the upcoming events in West LA?
WestLAChamber.org.
WestLAChamber.org, WestLAChamber.com. It'll take you there. If you just Google West LA Chamber, it comes right up. So we have a whole bunch of events coming up, and I'm going to list through them very quickly. And then Malia, who is our chairman of the Ambassador Committee, is going to talk about some of these specifics. So next September the 13th, we have an event that we are part of it's called WC3, which is the West LA Chamber, Westside Group of Chamber of Commerce's Surviving the Reality of the California Economy. And that's going to be at the DoubleTree by Hilton on the west side on Centinela at 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. That's a very interesting event. They put on an event every year. It's September 13th. We also have a chamber event, Networking at Noon, at Lenny's Deli. That's going to be September 16th, which is next Friday, from noon till 1:30. That's Lenny's Deli on Westwood Boulevard. We also have our after-hours mixer at the Napa Valley Grill on the following Thursday, September 22nd at 5:30 p.m. And the Napa Valley Grill is on Glendon. And then we have our Authors Club. This month we have Nina Sadowski. Is that how you say it, Elham? Is that how you say her name? And she wrote a book called Just Fall. So it's a really great opportunity to get a chance to meet some fellow book lovers and to hear the process of an author developing a book and some of the research that they've done in terms of creating that book. And then the following day, we have the West LA Women's Networking Group. That's the last Tuesday, I believe, of September, the September 27th. And then we get into October. So Malia, let's hear a round of applause for the chairman of our Ambassador Committee. Do you want to talk a little bit about our Los Angeles Women's Networking Group and some of those things?
Great. Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, so I want to talk about the Women's Networking Group. Barbara, as you well know, we just had our 1-year anniversary for the Women's Group. Woo! It was a big success. We want to thank all the women for making it possible. A lot of the women here actually have joined the chamber because of the Women's Group. I know Katrina is one of them, and Rachel and me actually.
Absolutely, me too.
Yeah, it's great. So thank you, Barbara. It's on the 3rd Tuesdays of every month. The next one is on the 27th. It is going to be led. It's at Hyler. And Hyler is on Pico. Jay is not here. Jay is a member of the chamber. We're going to have a speaker, Angela Klaus. She's a photographer, but not just any photographer. She captures the beauty of women. So she's going to be speaking about the power of portraits and capturing the beauty of women, how to take a professional photograph, what you want to convey when you take pictures, and how to take pictures really. So women, if you're interested, please speak to me. Barbara's right there, Rachel, Katrina, or anyone here really. So just speak to us, also listed on the events,
Awesome.
West LA Chamber. I also wanted to mention the mixer. We're having an amazing mixer this month. It's at Napa Valley Grill. It's all set. It's going to be for Thursday, the third Thursday of every month. Napa Valley Grill. It's going to be a big bash. Come have some wine, cocktails. Buzz will be there.
I will be there.
Yeah,
I'll
so
be your designated driver.
yeah, so we hope to see you at the mixer, Napa Valley Grill. Thanks, everyone.
Great, thank you. Thanks, Maria. Okay, so lots of events. As I said, we try to provide something pretty much every week, an opportunity for our members to get together and to grow their relationships and potentially grow their business. That's really what we're all about. So, since we're going about growing relationships and growing business, who would like to do some networking? All right, I have 3 people. 3 people would like to do some networking. All right, everyone wants to do some networking. So, for our new guests and our new folks here today, what we do is we have 2 rounds of what we call table networking. You're going to have about 60 seconds to give your personal presentation about your business. Okay, tell us who you are, what your business is, what makes you special, and who would be a good customer or referral for you. At each table there is an ambassador or somebody who's going to be timing. So ambassadors, raise your hand so everyone at the table knows who's going to be doing the timing. They will time you, and when your time is up, please at that point finish your presentation and let the next person go. Also, hopefully you brought some business cards. Did everyone bring some business cards?
Yes.
You're going to when you start your weekly presentation or your personal presentation, you're going to pass your business cards around so the other folks there can kind of put a face to a name and your face to your business card, et cetera. That will help recall, and when everyone's looking at their business cards after the meeting, and say, oh yeah, I remember that person. They gave a great commercial about X, Y, and Z. Okay, so do I have all of our timers ready for our reserve table? When you guys want to do the timing? Elham, can you do some timing? And I do recommend it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I almost forgot. Gary, I'm so sorry. Where's Gary? Gary, stand up, please. I want to thank our sponsor this morning, Gary Average from Go Graphics. Gary's been a long-time member. He's done a lot of our business cards and a lot of printing and things like that for a lot of our members. And we thank you so much, Gary, for sponsoring this breakfast this morning. And Gary is also going to give some of his time to the West Side Food Bank. So we're going to hear what's going on with the West Side Food Bank, and there's going to be an opportunity for us as a chamber to participate in helping the needs of the homeless. And Gary will give us more details when that comes up. Sound good? Perfect. All right. So again, thank you very much, Gary, for sponsoring again. All right, so if I have all my timers at the tables ready, we're going to begin. I'm going to start my clock up here. So when I say go, the first person will start. And the ambassadors, you can tell folks who you want to have start. So a round of applause for a good first round of table networking. All right, if I can have everyone's attention up here, it is time for us to hear from our sponsor. So Gary, I'd like to bring you up. Where did you go? There you are, right there. I was going to say, you're not there. Want to bring you up? And do you have someone from Westside Food Bank? I didn't see. Let's see.
Bruce Rankin.
Where did he go?
He's right here.
Oh, there he is. Great.
Well,
Absolutely. I'm going to let you do your thing. So Gary is a longtime member of the chamber. Again, we thank you for sponsoring. I am a customer. There's a lot of us here who are customers, but you have the floor. And if I can have everyone's full attention, Gary, it's all yours.
thank you. Good morning. Thank you. So, yes, I'm Gary from Go Graphics. Most of you know me because I've been doing printing for a lot of you and with the chamber for several years. Each year, for the last few years, I've sponsored the breakfast so that I can give my time to the Westside Food Bank so they can talk about their initiatives for upcoming holidays, but also for their hunger walk that's coming up in October. So Bruce Rankin is the executive director of the Westside Food Bank, and tell me your name again. Aviva Kraus is also with them today, and they're going to speak for a few minutes. So if you have any printing needs, call Go Graphics. Call me. You have my card. I won't take up any more of their time. It's much more important today to talk about what we can do to help folks in our community that are hungry, and to help in that way to make our communities better and safer for all of us to live in. So without further ado, Bruce Rankin.
It's very good to be here, and I appreciate especially Gary's generosity, yielding the floor to the food bank. But consider Go Graphics. Food bank uses Go Graphics, and they've got a wide range of services, and this guy is as upstanding as anybody I know in the community, so we really appreciate it. So there's two of us here because everybody at the food bank fought to come to this particular one because Richard Bloom's here, our buddy. So, all right. We are very eager to talk about the food bank, especially right now, because we have a couple of very exciting initiatives that we're involved in. But for the last 30 plus years, the food bank has been serving the West Side community. Our service area basically goes as far east as La Brea, as far south as as LAX, and up to the Santa Monica Mountains. We don't give food directly to individuals. We're sort of the wholesaler in the food distribution network. So we're able to use economy of scale to get full truckloads of food, to get the best prices, to get involved in something like the Letter Carriers Food Drive, which brings us 150,000 pounds of food in 2 hours. So we do some things that individuals, direct service social service agencies couldn't do. We serve a lot of different transitional living spots, as well as a number of pantries. Most of our food goes to food pantries. That includes the pantries of Jewish Family Service, SOBA, St. Joseph Center, OPCC, and about 20 other pantries. So our distribution, our goal is this year to reach 5 million pounds of food. This Chamber of Commerce is probably especially considering the size of your organization, has about as deep support as any community group for us. Last year, you made it possible for us to distribute enough food for another 3,000 meals. And many of you are part of that. Gary's a spearheader of that. And I think there's some information about the food bank on the website.
Chamber website.
And of course, at each of your spots at the table, there's a brochure about us. So the new initiatives, there's really two things, because we're lucky enough in our service area to have UCLA and the VA campus. At UCLA, the president of the entire university system, Janet Napolitano, 2 years ago issued a challenge that she called the Global Food Initiative. The idea was to first take care of food insufficiency at the UC campuses, and then maybe after a year move on to other bigger, wider spread projects. Well, it's turned out that food insecurity among students is a lot bigger problem than I think anybody realized. And so for the next couple of years at least, they'll continue to concentrate on what can happen to help UCLA students, students throughout the UC system. At UCLA, we actually have been providing food to a food closet since 2009, and over the last couple of years, that kind of program has spread to, I think, all the campuses, because Napolitano has been able to offer $150,000 a year to every campus that can make a qualified application for how they're going to use the money. So it's going to expand the capacity of the food closet and make it a food pantry at UCLA. And the food bank also has projects that we're going on food pantries at SMC and West LA College as well. So that's an exciting thing. But what's especially exciting to me right now is what we're doing with the VA. Any vets in the room? So tomorrow, for the first time, from 12 to noon, you'd be able to come to the hospital building at the VA and get a produce by showing your veteran's card that we're making available actually off the tailgate of one of our trucks as a first step really toward creating a number of food initiatives at the VA, including an indoor everyday pantry for vets. We hope will be up soon, but we wanted to put put our foot through the door to prove to the VA how well we can do with this kind of distribution, and then we expect that to expand to a real food pantry and to do a number of other food initiatives that really have been suggested as part of the master plan for the VA. A lot of exciting things are happening there. The new director of VA for West LA, Ann Brown, is a breath of fresh air. And actually, New Directions, one of the agencies that we serve that's on campus, we've been giving them food for about 20 years, has a new director. And she's a colonel, pretty exciting. I think she may be doing a flyover in a few minutes. She's rated to fly a number of jets and Black Hawk helicopters and all sorts of things. So there's a lot of interesting stuff happening at the VA. And I wanted Aviva to talk about one particular program.
Thank you, Bruce. Hi, thanks so much for having me. So like Bruce mentioned, we're lucky enough to have the VA in our service area. And one of the main ways we've been helping veterans is through the Heroes Garden. And this is a raised bed garden located at the Heroes Golf Course, which I know at least a couple of you have golfed at. It's open to the public. And this garden was started a couple years ago by the Westside Food Bank, and we're really excited to start hopefully our second year of funding from Sheila Kuehl's Food for the Soul grant, which was investing in urban and rooftop and raised bed gardens for benefiting homeless and formerly homeless individuals in LA. So this garden has really been instrumental in bringing the veteran community together over the issue of hunger and healthy eating, and it's been a really great way to bring the veterans together and provide them with fresh produce and even act as a vocational training program. So we're really excited to hopefully expand that throughout the VA at other locations, like Bruce mentioned, New Directions, the Welcome Center. It's just a wonderful opportunity to unintended grow.
That's right.
Actually, that reminds me, Diane Good is here from one of the programs that we supply on VA property, the transitional, Veterans Transitional Village. Do you have any space for raised beds?
We do, yes.
Okay, you're next. So, okay, that's great. I wanted to mention also, we have on the table out there some flyers that are sort of a save the date for the Food Bank's annual Hunger Walk. It takes place on Sunday, the 23rd of October, and gets going in the early afternoon.
Where is that?
It's at the park that's at the base of Ocean Park Boulevard.
The end of Ocean Park.
I forget what that's called
Totem
exactly.
Palisades Park?
Palisades Park, yeah.
It's not,
Ocean Park?
I don't know if
The
it's
end of
Palisades
Ocean
Park there, it's the end of Ocean Park
Where the
Boulevard.
totem pole is, or?
No, it's south of there,
Oh, the south side.
so, yeah. So it's something that, we had about 700 walkers last year. People raised, I think, about $90,000 for the food bank. And every dollar, creates enough food for another 4 meals. So that's, a great benefit for us. So we have some flyers out there you can take a look.
So you mentioned, for each dollar, you're able to get 4 meals, right?
Right.
So this should be worth 400 meals, right? And,
Yeah.
and if anybody has a loose money in their wallet or anything they can contribute to the Westside Food Bank, know that it's going to feed people that are hungry. So I encourage you to give or go on the website at westla chamber.org and go to the fundraising page where you can hit a button and donate with a credit card.
Yeah, so there is so when you go on the website right now, the top post is help us reach our 2016 holiday goals to feed the needy. So in that post, if you click into that post, it's on the very front page at the very top of the West LA Chamber site. There'll be information about the Westside Food Bank. I'm not sure if the information on the walk is in there, but there is a link where you can go and donate for the 2016 holiday drive. And on the special page that we have, hold on a second, Phil, as we donate, there's a little thermometer and you can see if we're going to reach our goal or not. So please make sure you take the time, and anything helps. I mean, any donation helps. We have some questions, yes?
Yeah.
Do you have a capacity to get food from restaurants that may be still good, but it's just, they can't sell or they can't use it? I mean, there's logistics about spoilage
Yeah.
and food safety.
We do. There's quite a few limitations, but I want to talk to you more about it. You got my card, so yeah, give me a call or an email. Yeah, thanks.
Do we have any other questions?
Do you guys have a thrift store?
I'm
Do
sorry?
you have a thrift store?
No, we don't.
Okay.
No, we don't. So we're actually funded by the funds that come into the St. Matthew's Episcopal Church thrift store
Okay,
in Ocean Park.
okay.
So wish us luck tomorrow. We're nervous about starting this tailgate
We're not
distribution.
nervous.
No, we're not new to this.
We're confident.
We gotta show the VA that we can do. So it's really been, it's been tough dealing with the VA for years. But there's a real sea change there, and we're very excited about that. So,
Thanks. Awesome. And Gary, thanks so much again. Gary Average, he is very much above average.
He is.
But Go Graphics, we thank you guys so much for sponsoring, and thank you for letting us know more about the Westside Food Bank. An organization that the West LA Chamber has partnered with for a very long time, as is New Directions, which Bruce mentioned earlier. So anyway, let's have another round of applause for them. Thank you again for Gary for your generosity. If you would like to contribute today while you're here, talk to Bruce, give him some cash out of your wallet or write a check or whatever. Bruce would be the person that would be able to handle that for you, and maybe we can raise a bunch coming out of this meeting. And what's our goal, by the way?
$1,000.
So $1,000 is our goal this holiday season, which is worth 4,000 meals.
Yep.
So last year we had like 3,000 meals. Let's go for 4,000 meals. Does that sound good? Can I get everyone's commitment to at least contribute a little bit? Yeah? Okay, great. All right, and yes, Harry single-handedly got us on the map, so thank you very much. If you guys have receipts, that's even better. Great, so you heard it, you have receipts today. So I do want to, by the way, welcome Assembly member, it's great to have you. We are going to do another round of table networking now. So I want to